everyone, it's T here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Sephora haul. This is everything that I purchased at Sephora in store. Some of them were online. I will let you know which one is online. So I have a ton of new stuff that I was like, OMG, we need to just buy all of them, sit down, review all the fun stuff. So if you want to see what were my thoughts and how I created this look, then let's go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the NYX Lid Lingerie Matte. This is not the first time you guys see me use this this at all, but this is gonna be the first time that I'll use this shade. I usually use In-Nude-Endo for all over, but today I want to use Beige Appeal and just do like a more one and done type of shadow. So today we're just gonna keep it classic, basic, and just a little bit like not too crazy. Watch, I'm gonna say that and then all of a sudden you see like cut crease, dramatic eyes, and like I don't know how we get to certain places and areas. But anyway, if you guys have watched my other videos, I compare this to the Makeup by Mario, and the two shades that I picked up purposely really represents Sandstone and Bisque. You know, this might not be a one and done. This might be an all over shadow primer, but we'll see. I'll make this work still. Bisque has a more mauve-y tone to it, while this is a little bit more brown taupe type of tone. So let me just blend this out so it doesn't look so crazy. Yeah, I should try a darker shade like the Makeup by Mario. These two dark chocolate shades actually will be more one and done. I don't know what I was thinking with this one. It looked like it was gonna be more of a one and done, but these would be more one and done. So it does give you pigment shade, like a shadow, but this, for example, for a darker skin tone than mine, will look like this is a eyeshadow primer base, not so much of a one and done shadow shade. And there's nothing wrong with this being a shadow primer base. Like, I always really love a liquid shadow primer base regardless. The one thing I do want to make note is that this doesn't really set like the Makeup by Mario one. It sets slightly, but for the oilier gals and guys, this you will need to powder, or if you have like one of those, whatchamacallit, like double eyelid, or you have a creasier eyelid, you know that you'll need to set this down for sure. So I'm just gonna build some depth just for that crease to look a little bit more built and blown out. And we're just gonna blend. This is going to be on the quicker side. Okay, so that's what we're looking like right now. So I'm gonna go in with this Marc Jacob bronzer, and I'm just gonna lightly, and this will help set as well too, right at that crease, and just so that it diffuses it out before I lay the next stuff on. I'm gonna line my eyes with this Marc Jacob, what is it called? You Wish Matte. Is the Drawn This Way long wear eyeliner. I've just been really liking the Marc Jacob stuff. Just simply, not just simply, but I just feel like the products are like really high performing. It carries the name. Like, Marc Jacobs has always been really high performing in the industry. I wonder what happened that like made them not like continue the makeup line like until now. I'm like just very curious. Of course, no one's gonna tell you that. And then I'm gonna get this bronzer again and just smoke that out. I just really love a little smoked out liner look. Just have this smoked out. And we're gonna be really quick here because the focus is not on the eyes. The focus is actually on the complexion, because we're seeing a lot of complexion products on the market lately that it is what it is. A lot of complexion products. Now that I have this on, I want to put on some mascara. I really have been loving the Maybelline Sky Tube mascara. This has taken over everyone and everything in my life. And I think just at this point, this is one of the best that I've tried. Like, I haven't picked up my Thrive. I haven't picked up my Simi Haze one. And that says a lot, because Thrive has been my heart and soul for a very long time. I just haven't really picked it up as much as this one. Like, every time I go into my drawer, I'm like grabbing this one all the time. Especially for like the summer, tubing mascara has been the best for me. And today I'm not doing any like crazy coats because I want to put on falsies. I've been really liking like the falsies look. Just giving my lashes a little bit something something. So there's that. Okay, I did pop on, I forgot to tell you guys, I popped on eyelid tape, and I'm going to pop on falsies, and I will be back to do like the rest. So here, let's get into the more fun portion of this video. We're finally gonna dig into this bag. Okay, I have quite a few things. I won't use all of them, but I will go through everything with you guys, what I got. So let's start off with just skincare. I did purchase some skincare products. I purchased these two. One is the Tatcha, the Milky sunscreen, and the other one is the Silk sunscreen. These are on the pricier side for sunscreen. However, I want to let you guys know, and I'm not saying like, okay, this is so good just because I just bought it, blah, blah, like you haven't even tested it. I actually have. I've used them in a mini size prior to this, but I'm saving these mini size for when I go to Japan because I want to condense down, and I'm trying to bring as many sunscreen products as possible. So there's that. I will be opening these today to use. You guys will see me use the silky version. And the difference between the silky and the milky version is the silky version is a mineral sunscreen. So it'll have a little bit of tint to it. So Tatcha is going to be very expensive. You do not need to have both. I bought both because for two different reasons. I love a mineral sunscreen. I also love the regular like chemical sunscreen. So this is the chemical sunscreen, and it's called the Milky. So it comes in this tube, and this one comes in this. So that's the difference. I won't open this, but both of them have SPF 50 PA plus, which all I know is that it's just good. So Tatcha is a Japanese brand, and just I feel like people in Asia do the skincare just so good. Like the technology and the skincare is just absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of this because I'm definitely such a sunscreen connoisseur. So I'm just gonna shake this up. There's actually a little ball in here to shake it up because this is a mineral sunscreen. It does have a little bit of color to it, and I do recommend shaking it up. So it has this type of applicator, and what I just do is I just drip it on my face like so. It's very different than my Alastin one, where it pulls off a little bit more pinkier. So I really love mineral sunscreen just simply because it really cancels out like my redness and really help with like toning my skin down a little bit, because I do have like really sensitive, oily, acne prone skin that like anything that pigments, it pigments more on like the red side rather than the brown side. So mineral sunscreen helps a lot. Another that does help a lot is green color corrector for me. I just don't use it as often, but if someone makes like a sunscreen in a green like tint so I can put underneath my makeup, that would be amazing. The one thing that I really like about this is that it's actually silky. The other one is actually milky. It's so weird to explain. You just have to go into Sephora or anywhere that carries Tatcha and like just try it yourself. Like rub it in, try it. And this is one of the rare occasion that I actually really like touching a sunscreen. I'm usually not a huge fan of rubbing my sunscreen in just because of like texture and stuff. But I don't know what it is about the product, the silky and the milky. It feels so like, I don't know, it feels great. I'm definitely a very like, I'm a sensitive to texture person. You guys don't know by now, like my bed sheets, my blankets, I love like a little bit something cozy, like the area vicinity of where I sleep, it just has to be the right temp, the right texture for me to fall asleep and have a good night's sleep. Like I'm definitely a little bit pickier when it comes to like how I sleep and stuff and touching and texture. Okay, enough rambling and yapping. This is what it looks like so. And the one thing that I really like about this is that it looks phenomenal underneath makeup. And just like the facts that this is like, it dries down and it doesn't pill. That's the thing. Dries out and doesn't pill. So next order of business items, these are the two products that I got. One is the Makeup Forever liquid foundation. This is the new and reformulated one. I had the Makeup Forever one in the past, but in a smaller travel size. So now I'm trying the new reformulated one. And I also picked up the Uniform Tinted Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 45. Now, I am probably going to be doing the Makeup Forever and save the merit for another time, just because I just put on sunscreen. More sunscreen is always better. Okay, more sunscreen is always better, but you have to reapply every 2 hours anyway. So I will use this in another video. Right now I'm currently in like such like a tinted moisturizer. I am trying a lot of tinted moisturizers, mineral sunscreen, and all that fun stuff, and I will report back to you very shortly. I do have a video coming up, not to like spoil anything, but I have a video coming up on like my thoughts on like skin tints and SPF and moisturizer for oily skin. And of course I will talk about like for other types of skin as well. So I'm gonna shake this up. This one is the liquid foundation. This is HD Skin Balancing and Perfecting Foundation. And this is in the shade 214N Burlap. I went in store and tried this out myself, like just to swatch it. And I was in between shades, but I was not going to buy multiple shades. It just, for me, just doesn't make sense. So I can always make it work. I'm not buying two foundations to just mix it. It's just, this is not cheap either. So this is what the new and improved packaging looks like. It's so nice. This lip emboss on it is so pretty. And from what I remember last about the Makeup Forever foundation is that it looked really good on my oily skin. That was the one thing that I walked away from thinking like, I'm like, yeah, this is so good for my oily skin. So I'm just going to put it on my mixing palette and grabbing a little bit. So I went with the lighter out of the two. I believe it was like 214 N burlap and like 220 or something. So this was what I went with, a little bit lighter. And even for neutral, I feel like this shows up yellow. I don't know what it is, but I tried going with neutral. I try to do neutral or cool because I feel like cool ends up not being as warm, but also it's like a double-edged sword. Cool ends up being a little too gray on me, in my opinion. So, yeah. Just off of applying, like just right here, I can already tell it's gonna be really nice. It's Makeup Forever. Makeup Forever is like high quality product, like very pro, no fail type of product. Like their lip liners are really good. Their eyeliners are really good. So it's not like disappointing, but definitely the shade match range could be a touch better, but just like looking at this, once it like dries down just a touch, I think we should be completely fine. This is more of like a medium to full, so you definitely can build it up. So that's why I'm taking like little bits at a time to buff and pat this in. Oh, also, I just totally have forgotten to update you guys on my oral surgery. So, it was like a 5-hour procedure. It was like really long. But the doctor let me stand up, go pee, do my thing. In between, I got quite a few things done. I did like a deep cleaning, like to clean out everything. And also, like, since I was already there, I got 2 crowns done, which I was so excited about because I don't know if you guys can see, is that when I was younger, I had cavities and from like just eating a lot of candy and stuff. So, like, just growing up, I had a lot of cavities, and like when I was 7 or 8, which is about like 20 years ago, I'm 27 this year, but when I was younger, about 20 years ago, when I first got a cavity, the technology for like dental work was not like fully there yet. So when you had a cavity 20 years ago, they would fill it with metal, like the silver metal product. And also same thing with crowns as well. So you see like some kids, they'll have like a gray tooth and everything. So like growing up in that time, the newest technology was silver, filling teeth with silver, obviously gold as well too, but no one was filling out with gold unless you had a lot of money. So fast forward, when I went to the doctor and stuff, when they gave me the news that I had periodontitis, they told me like, "Oh, do you want to change some of your old ones out?" And they're not going to change like a whole bunch, but they changed 2 of them, so it looks less now. So I don't look like I have a bunch of metal in my teeth because it looks disgusting. And so now the crowns that they make is like of zirconian product. So with zirconian product, it is like it matches to your teeth. So you can't even like tell if I had a crown on it. So that's what they did for me, and I was just so happy. And then a few cracks and chips in my teeth as well. They put like some filler. So my entire right side was numbed for 4 hours, and I came home with like, it looked like I had a stroke because one side was like going like, and the other side was trying to like keep up. So drinking water was hard, doing everything was really difficult. and I had to ice it. Even now, when I'm smiling, there's a little bit of like swell right here because this is definitely a lot on my face and skin. So there's that. I did want to say that this foundation looks amazing. It looks fantastic. It looks very thin. It looks very weightless. Not it looks, yeah, I don't know how anyone can tell if it looks weightless or not, but it feels very weightless. And I didn't apply too much. I applied in like little layers. And yeah, this is just as good as I remembered the other formula. I really do appreciate when companies reformulate and the product is still good. That's the thing. It's when companies reformulate and the product is not, it's like terrible after that. And it's like, okay, your product wasn't good without this like bad product in. So there's that. That it really shows in the industry like who has like good products even after reformulations, etc. So there's that. Let's talk about bronzer. This bronzer I did not get in Sephora on my trip. I actually ordered it. It's the REFY water bronzer. I ordered it with the blush that you guys saw like way prior, but I just didn't get to it because I wanted to, what other bronzer did I want to try? I think it was the CL. Was this the CL versus this one? Was it CL? I just want to make sure. No, it was Rhode. That's right. If you watch a couple videos coming up, it's the Rhode Beauty bronzer. That one came out and I was just like, okay, I would like to try the Rhode one. So, okay, I'm gonna pop this off. And this is like very unique. It's a cushion bronzer and it really does give me like Korean beauty-esque vibe type of thing, just simply because Korean beauty, they're all about like cushions, compact, etc. like to go or like make it easier on consumers to bring it to go. So I'm going to grab my dense, what brush is this? 116 brush and just lightly pack this on. I probably should have pre-blended it onto my hand, but I got lazy. But just knowing REFY and their product, I do feel like this is going to be a more natural glow. Oh, I don't think I told you guys what shade this is. This is Bay and it's a water bronzer. So because it's a water bronzer, I just like instantly was like, okay, I think we're gonna be fine. So this is what the water bronzer looks like. It's gonna give you this juicy, wet glow. Let me see if it dries down because I know the blush didn't really actually dry down. I had to set it. So I'll keep this here and see how it looks, especially when the foundation underneath is like more matte. So I do find that usually a more matte foundation underneath really helps with setting the product down and the glow. So I'm just gonna do like a light wash of this everywhere. So that's what the bronzer looks like on my skin tone. I think Ray was like a bronze golden for light medium skin, and I classify myself as like more of like a light medium skin girl. And then putting a little bit around my nose and calling it a day. So just a little around my nose. Okay. And make sure to close this lid tight, just simply because this is a water bronzer. You don't want the product to evaporate just like any liquid water. Oop, I might have pressed this too hard. It's one of those like refillables. So I think, sorry, I pressed this down too hard and only to find out that you could switch this out. That's very convenient actually, which means that they're probably going to come out with more shades in this type of thing where now you can mix shades back and forth, where you don't have to purchase a whole new word, a whole new compact is what I meant. Okay, let's do blush. I don't think I have, do I have a new blush to try? I don't think I have any new, oh, you know what I wanted to try? the About Face blush that I swatched for you guys in like the Ulta drugstore haul. I want to try this because I swatched it and I didn't get a chance to really use it. And I'm just gonna take a little bit on a brush. So this is what it looks like. And when you like swatch this, it's going to feel and look really dewy, but it actually sets down matte. So don't be scared of this product. And we're just going to just tap this in lightly just to get a little bit of a wash of color onto our cheeks. And I'm being very gentle with this just because last time we did the full face of like Hello Kitty collab with the Creme Shop, and the product like just like tore up my foundation underneath and like just did this whole thing, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so unwearable. I'm just gonna run this across my nose for cohesiveness. Just gonna give that a little rosy. So again, this is the About Face Clean Freak Blush Balm in Champagne Room. Just give myself this light wash of color because I wanted to go over it with something else that I purchased. Okay, now let's go into concealer. I've been picking up this Maxine's Revenge concealer a lot, and I'm picking up today just because the foundation underneath is like really matte. Usually I would use the Estee Lauder one, the Double Wear, but I'm just wanting to bring a little bit more hydration back into my face. I love a matte look for sure. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm a big matte foundation powder girl. I just don't want to look too matte out or dried out. Stamp this and keep it on the lighter end like so. Like, this gives me enough coverage without going so crazy. I want to make note of that. This is hydrating. You should set the product down. You are oily, even dry, just to lessen the creasing. Like, it won't, like, powdering, etc., will not stop the creasing. We're all gonna crease. We have lines down there. We are talking all day. We're smiling. We're blinking. We're having traction. So, you know, it's not anyone's fault that it's going to crease down there. Like, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just the inevitable. So let's go in and powder. I got a new powder. This is from Ciele, and Ciele has this SPF 30 powder, which I was so excited. I'm like in this like, I want to buy everything that has SPF and sunscreen in it. I think I'm going a little bit overboard now with like buying everything sunscreen, SPF. Also, I just want to stay really protected. I try so hard to try to keep my skin nice and clean, etc., and it still like breaks out. It's still pigment. So like, can you imagine if I didn't take care of it? I think it would be even worse than what it is. Like right now, it's like I'm controlling all of the damage a little bit more. So anyway, so this is what the Ciele powder looks like. I really love this type of like compact, like with a closed lid and then you close the cap because you can travel with it. I love a good like package that you can actually travel with, and this has a mesh top. So I'm in the shade 01, in case I didn't say anything earlier. I do feel like this is a thicker powder, but let me check it out because I'm gonna try to apply this underneath my eyes and we shall see how it does. This is the lightest shade. I don't know if they had translucent. I don't think they did because I would definitely have gone with the translucent shade, but nevertheless, this is good. Actually, this is a good shade match. I was in between this shade and shade 2, and I was like, okay, let me actually go with the lighter shade, because sometimes I think I'm shade 2 and then I'm like, okay, you're putting this underneath your eyes to set. I want it to be bright. If it was like all over my face, I definitely think I would have like gone away with shade 2, just like an all over face set, but with just like giving it a little bit of brightening and going underneath my eyes, I went with just the lighter shade. When in doubt, just go a little lighter, because you can always like bronze. I mean, you can make anything work, like mixing, except I'm sure there's like things in your house, in your collection right now that you can actually make anything work. So to lighten products, to darken products, etc., like it all ends up working out. I'm a little bit more inclined to pick up products that are more my shade. Are you guys with me? Like anything that's not my shade, I tend to like, I don't know, leave in the back burner, because I'm just like, oh, you don't match. I have to finesse it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I want to jump back into the eyes really quickly before we finish the rest of the makeup, because I really want to try this Euphoria Half Magic collab for the glitter puck that it's the one that, oh, fell out. Okay, let me just try to like push it back in. This is not first time the glitter puck has fallen out on me. Okay, so I'm just going to tap this on my lid. And I always really love the glitter puck so much. It's just like dancing with the stars. It's just a pretty nice and like just glitter topper for me, just to add a little bit of jazz. And you can build it up to how you like. Like if you want a lot, you can do a lot. Or if you want just like a sprinkle, just like me, I just like tap. Just lightly tap, and because the product is so creamy, it'll just like stick to your eyelid like so. So I'm just gonna do like a light touch, just a little bit fun. And remember, put this back on, keep it there. It really helps with like keeping the moisture there, because with the summer right now, it's hot and I just don't want your makeup to just evaporate or dry out. Okay, that's what we look like for the eyes. Now let's jump back into the complexion. I want to use this blush. This is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. This is in the new shade called Dragon Fruit. It's 107 Dragon Fruit, and it's also in a new packaging. So this is their new packaging that they have for Dior. It's so pretty. Like you're buying Dior for the packaging, period. That's what I do. But there are some products from Dior that's like so good still as well. Like their foundation, OMG. Like their complexion products are actually really amazing. I want to just give you guys a quick comparison in what their packaging used to look like. So this is the OG packaging and this is the new one. And I'm forever ever gonna keep these, because I have learned my lesson that I'm a collector. I should keep all these things. I don't know why I don't keep all these things, and then I come back and then I regret it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I should have kept, just like for the Marc Jacobs one. So I'm sorry, this was a long rant. So this is what the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow in 107 Dragon Fruit looks like. It's like this pinky mauve with like gold shimmer type of look to it. And then what I'm gonna do is grab this blush brush that I always use, dip it and tap it into here. Also, apologies. So dip and tap in here, and I can already see that this is like really pigmented, so I just lightly tap right there. I feel like the pigment and payoff on like this new like Dior blush and formula lately, it's just have been a lot more, because the other one, the other two shade from the old packaging and formula, it you feel like you're like, it's like so light that you have to like scrape the product for it to like come out. Okay, then I'm running this over my nose and everywhere on my cheekums. I love running blush around my nose. So this is what this looks like on my skin tone. It's such a pretty pinky mauve with a little bit of golden glow undertone. So there's that. Pretty, 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 pretty. And then what else do we have here? Let me just go back in here. Oh, we have quite a few stuff. Okay, the rest are lippies that I'll show you. And then I also picked this up from the Beauty Blender. It's the Resetter Puff. This is more of like a blotting puff that it's reusable. You can wash it. It comes in 2 of them. So I will be bringing this with me to Japan, and I haven't picked up a Beauty Blender product in so long. So for them to have grabbed my attention with this, I was just like, oh my gosh, yeah. But if I didn't go to Japan, I probably like wouldn't get this, but I'm going in August, which is going to be really hot, and I'm so excited for the trip. Also, I get to see Briley. Also, if you guys don't know, Briley's my friend, and she's driving us around in Japan, and she's going to be our translator and everything, so I'm super, super excited. She's like booking all the stuff for us, and she's like really sweet. So back to what I was going to say is that this Resetter, I'm going to bring it with me. It has a silicone carrying case, bringing it with me in my travel bag, and when we go out, just in case I need to like blot, oil, because it's gonna be hot. Like we are literally going like at the butt crack of summer, like August. Like that's like the tail end, which not too excited about. But anywho, I have a bunch of lippies that I want to show you guys. So these are the new lippies that I got. What's really exciting is when I was in the store, I saw Anastasia Color Theory lippy out that I was just like, OMG. This reminds me of the MPH Lip Siggy, but a little bit more pigmented. So I will swatch this in just a second. And then the Lancôme Idôle Lip. This is a CuddleBlur. I've been so obsessed with CuddleBlur lips, and I'll swatch that for you guys. And the Back Talk Matte from Urban Decay. You guys know I love Urban Decay lipsticks. This is a mauve pinky nude that I saw, and I was just like, ooh. So there's Back Talk. You guys already know how I feel about this format. I just grabbed like another one because I love a good matte mauve lip. So let me start off with the Lancôme one, the Blushing Blanket in shade 21. Let's see if I could open this. Okay. I've been really loving like a comfort matte type of lippy. This isn't like anything pigmented. It's more of like a topper comfort matte where you have a lip liner and you want like a staining matte type of lippy. So there's that. It gives me like this like really fluffy texture. Again, this isn't anything, and I swatched it in store. It's not pigmented. So if you guys are looking to purchase something like this, I recommend going in store to touch it, feel it, walk around with it. It dries down into a comfort matte, but it's a staining matte. Like a very light stain. It's not gonna be a lipstick. It's just a blurring lip. So I want to make sure you guys understand that before you guys go purchase and be like, oh yeah, this is not. I just want to let you guys know. Try everything in store first. Try everything in store first before committing. Okay, now for the star of this show. I am so excited for these 3. It's the Kiss Theory by Anastasia. I didn't get 1, not 2, but 3 because I could not decide which one I wanted. I swatched them all. They're all different. Okay, you guys tell me if they're all different or I'm just like Lulu and you're just like T. they look the same. No, 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 no. They are different. I swear, I promise you. So this is gonna be in the shade Daydream. I don't know if I should swatch it over that shade. I'll swatch it right here. This is the shade Daydream. It's a pinky nude. And this is like a lipstick lip gloss because she's pigmented. She's very creamy. So I can see this getting very messy very fast. And the packaging is skinny. I have been obsessed with these skinny packaging, but I also want to let you know if the packaging is skinny like that means there's not a whole lot of product. There's like 1 gram of product in here, just so that you guys are aware. The other shade is Sunsetter. I honestly really could not decide. So that's Sunsetter. It's a more brownie nude, while Daydream is more pinky mauve. You guys with me on here? And they're just so different in my opinion. Like they're just two completely different shades. One is more like a nude brown, warm. The other one is more of like a cool tone mauve. So I could not decide between these two. And the last one, I looked at it, I kept looking at it, and I kept looking at it, and I kept swatching. I'm like, and I kept trying to like justify it, but then also talking myself out of buying it. You guys ever do that in Sephora where you're just like, I don't need this because I know I won't use it, and like I don't, but it's so pretty. And then I'm just like in this like, it is so pretty. It's so pretty. And then I was just like, I should just do these two because this is what I'm gonna wear all the time. Then I look at this one and I kept walking around and I have it. That's what happens when you swatch inside store because it stays with you and then you look at it again and you're like, just don't swatch stuff at all. If you don't want to buy things, if you don't want to get sucked in, just don't swatch. So this is in the shade Fizzy. And I'm gonna swatch Fizzy for you guys. This is wearable. It looks crazy in the tube, by the way. It looks like this pink Barbie doll shade that is unwearable, but let me just swatch it. So a good swatch so you guys can see it. So that's what Fizzy looks like. I don't know if the camera is really capturing it, but it's a light, cool tone pink with golden glitter topper. Like these are such 3 different shades and I just couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I was just like, you know what? Maybe sometimes I'll need like a pinky glitter lip, you know? Okay, let me wipe this off now that I went on this entire rant about like justifying why I bought these items. Just, I'm gonna line my lip. Let me find a lip liner. I'm gonna line my lip with Toasty from by Makeup and Mario. And because this is a gloss, I'm not gonna be going for like that like blurred outline, even though I usually do. So, okay, now that we have overlined the lip, I am gonna go in with that pinky nude shade. I'm gonna go with Daydream. And this is gonna be a very glossy lip. I wanna let everyone know that this is a high pigment lipstick gloss type of combo. Like it's a glossy lipstick is how I describe it. High shine, high pigment. I don't know, this is a very fun, unique formula for sure. And just for shizzles and giggles, not for shizzles and giggles, but wanna put this pink shade like just right in the middle. What do we think? Is that gonna ruin the look? Probably, but I want to put this in the center. Stop. Wow, that really like made the center of the lip like my nose is so itchy and I hate it. Okay, and I'm gonna go back in with the liner just to sandwich a little bit more, blend that out. Wow, I made a good choice on Fizzy. Like Fizzy was an excellent choice in my opinion. I'm just gonna put a little bit of brow gel, and this is from Rare Beauty. So this is their flexible lifting gel. It's very like, it gives me like this wispy brow, and it does really give this like laminated effect. The lip is so pretty. I love this lip. What do you guys think? I don't know if it's just like me or something. I'm gonna curl my lashes just a touch before we exit. Just to press the falsies together. Okay, I'm gonna put my hair down now. Alrighty, everyone, this is the final look of everything that I purchased at Sephora and trying on for the very first time. This is what is the new, and I'm really excited and happy about this look. I don't know, it's really pretty. The biggest standout for me is definitely this lip. This lip combo is fire. I definitely made the right choice purchasing a ton of that. Not a ton, 3, but that's more than enough. I really like the foundation. I've tried the Makeup Forever foundation before, so I already know that I like it. But wearing this new formula and like having everything played really nicely with each other, laying on nicely, contouring, bronzing very nicely. This bronzer, this water bronzer, is giving me such like this natural glow from within. I didn't even have to set it. You can if you want to, just to lock it into place. I definitely like will set it in the future if I'm like going out, but just like for this video, I'm not going out. I just didn't set it. I just wanted to give it like, just show you guys what it looks like on its own. I really love the blush combo. The blush combo is very nice, and also Dior, we already know how Dior performs. Yeah, is that all that I purchased? Yeah, I'm gonna say that was all that was like new. Everything else I already had in my collection. So I really hope you guys love this look, and let me know in the comment section below if you like this look or if there are any products that you've tried and also love it as much as I do, etc. So that's that for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Talk to everyone soon. Bye.